So, hello everyone. I am here today to tackle about proving God's existence. So, the thesis experience God in different we can experience God in different form of events as God is supreme, supernatural and is conceived as perfect, all powerful, omnipotent, and as the source of morality by experiencing the divine being in different forms of events, fears, and concepts or ideas that could suffice in providing the existence of God's. God's existence can be shown by reason, faith, religious experience, or revelation, or it might simply be assumed. So the main point here is um wait. The main point is motion is moved by something else and even is responsible for a change, possible and necessary beings. Things exhibit greater or less degrees of perfection and has its own natural purpose or end. For the main point number two, um, it is it is not explicable by nature beyond human reach or supports the idea. So for the main point number three, um, no greater can be conceived, and it is contradictory to imagine. So the objection number one is this is far too much more powerful than God itself. And for objection number two, a miracle is a violation of laws of nature, which is that is the number objection of the main point number two. And objection number three is self-contradictory that there exists a great being. So, tentative answer number one. So any object in motion is only moving because it has the capacity to do so, as nothing can move by itself. An item can only move if something outside of it causes its potential to move. God is unique from everything else because he cannot be moved or altered. God is nothing but motion. Nothing affects God in a way that has an impact on the outside world. Instead, God works via his own strength to produce result. Again, there is no potential in God. Thus, God is free to act on his own. So, number two, miracles are a form of occurrence so extraordinary that our mind cannot fully comprehend to the happenings without logical reasoning. So, religious teachings also taught us how to accept things of the divine. According to a philosopher, David Hume, a miracle is a violation of laws of nature, and as a firm and alterable experience has established this law. The proof against miracle from the very nature of the fact is a entire, and any argument from experience can possibly imagine. We occasionally have tendency to overlook the fundamentals of the mechanisms that allow the world around us to exist. We have a propensity to separate ourselves from nature and justify it with reasoning and reason. We may see that miracles are a combination of different forces that enable us to see things differently to our normal perceptions. And sometimes our judgment is sane enough if we don't explore new possibilities and depart from our traditional ways or teachings. So tentative answer number three is the concept of God. It shows different versions of the argument, and it shows the self-contradictory that there exists a great being, and Almsam believe that God does not just exist, but God truly necessarily exists, which it is impossible for us to resist the idea that he exists. And the objection towards the concept of God is the is what Kant has mentioned, which is being is obviously not a real predicate it that is it is not a concept of something which could be added to the concept of a thing by whatever and however many predicates we may think a thing. We do not make the least addition to the thing when we further declare that thing so conclusion. There are different ways to prove God's existence, and there are there are some theology that could back up, or that could serve as proof of that could serve as proof of the existence of God. But with those theologies, or like those beliefs, or like those opinions, could battle with logic sense. So that is where philosophers came in. So that would be all, and thank you.